Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Thank you very much for clicking on it. I really appreciate it. Today we have a signature comeback to check out. This dropped yesterday as far as I am aware and can remember, but we have Smooth Sailing, the title track, as well as mini album Us in the Summer. I will be doing a reaction to the rest of the songs on the album over on Patreon later today if you're interested. I really enjoyed their last comeback, and honestly I'm just thrilled that we're getting regular comebacks from them. It makes me very happy. We love a regular schedule from a group. It's great. Anyway, super excited for this. No idea what to expect, but I will probably enjoy it based on previous experience, so let's get into it. So yeah, I haven't seen or heard any teasers in the lead up to this, so I don't know what kind of vibe we're getting from this one. But normally it's kind of bright and fun from them, so I'm assuming this is going to be similar. And like I said, I really enjoyed their previous release, so yeah, I'm sure this is gonna be a good time. Let's get into it. Signature, Smooth Sailing. 3, 2, 1, go. This is a nearly 4-minute music video as well. Spoiled. Ah, that smile. The prettiest smile. Ooh, the bass. Another Tamagotchi. Oh, I love the little detail with the guitar right there. There's horns. Ba, ba, ba. Oh, it's a late summer bop. We love to hear it. Love the vocals in the background. That is such a great post-chorus, second half chorus, whatever you want to call it. Hey. Oh, this music video is so cute. Oh, this chorus is so good! That's so pretty with this. Is it sunset? Is it sunrise? Hard to say, but it's very pretty. Oh, the knees. So good. Smooth sailing. Oh, that was amazing. That was amazing. Like I said, like they just, with the brightness and the energy and the fun, like it's not gonna miss with that. You know, it's never gonna miss with that. That was so good. That was so summery and light and cute and fun and wonderful. And that chorus, all that chorus, everything about that chorus, the first part of the chorus, the second part of the chorus, perfect, incredible. I loved it. The instrumental with the bass and the little details on the guitar, the horns coming in as well. It's a yes from me. It's a big ol' yes from me. Ooh, I thought, you know, I kind of privately in the back of my mind, I thought, oh, they might really, really struggle to beat Aurora for me, because Aurora, one of my favorite songs that was dropped earlier in the year. Absolutely, like it was so freaking good. And I adore it, and it makes me so happy, and it's so fun and bright, and it's just a cute little bop, and I love it. And I thought it could be tough to beat. It could be really, really tough to beat for me, but whatever they're doing, you know, they had a little break. They had a little hiatus over 2022, and then they came back this year, and whatever it is that they're doing it right. They're doing it right, and they're doing it well, and I'm really, really happy about it. Like I said, we love seeing consistency from groups and making regular comebacks. Long may it continue. But just musically, it's so good. And I think I've mentioned this a bunch recently, with a lot of girl groups. So something that I find really interesting, the girl group market in K-pop is super, super saturated, as we know. It is so aggressively saturated. It's honestly unbelievable. But one of the reasons why it works, and I've talked about this as well, one of the reasons why it works is because each of those girl groups, you know, obviously there's some overlap, but if you think about the really super, super popular ones, they each kind of have their own little niche, their own little sound, their own little place that they fit in. They have a concept, a sound, a style that is, while not necessarily unique to them, because I think it's very hard to have a wholly unique concept in K-pop, given how saturated it is, while not necessarily unique to them, is unique enough to where, you know, they can stand out despite having dozens of competitors. Right? Like that's one of the reasons why it works, despite there being so many girl groups out right now. And I think you can apply that not just to the super popular girl groups. Like if we think of fourth gen in general, super popular girl groups right now, you've got New Jeans, you've got LE SSERAFIM, you've got aespa, you've got ITZY, IVE, obviously, so on and so forth. There are others you could mention. Those are just the ones that immediately came to mind for me. But even just those ones that I mentioned, like they have like this specific little niche that they fill. But like I said, that can be applied to the lesser popular groups as well. And I think something that girl groups have as an advantage over boy groups is a lot more diversity and range within their sound and with their concepts. I feel like boy groups, whether it's expectation, whether it's the pressure of fandoms, of companies or whatever, but boy groups seem to be a little bit more restricted in what they can do sonically, conceptually, and all that, at least at the moment. I think it's starting to change. We're starting to see a little bit more diversity come through, but at least from my perspective, over the last couple of years, there's at least... Okay, hold on, let me take it back. So if we look at boy groups, this will make sense in a minute, I promise. If we look at boy groups, right? If you think of the tippity top boy groups in terms of like popularity, sales, all of that stuff right now, you've got obviously BTS. They're in their own little league. We don't even really need to mention them. BTS are just their own little standard, right? They're BTS, enough said. And then you've got 17, you've got Stray Kids, you've got NCT, obviously we've also had like EXO come back this year, and we've had Zero Base One debut, and blah 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 blah. But I feel like those three. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. I'm gonna be really mad at myself. Oh, SHINee is definitely one as well. And we'll say 80s as well. Those five, we'll say, in terms of popularity and sales, especially for the original three that I mentioned, over these past couple of years, they've been very, very dominant, right? And the reason I personally feel for that is because they each have a very unique, to them, to an extent, style, sound, vibe, flavor, concept, whatever. You know, NCT literally known for being super experimental and unique in their sounds, to varying degrees across the units, obviously, but overall that's something that they're known for. You've got Stray Kids that are... I don't even know how you describe Stray Kids' sound beyond just Stray Kids. It's just, you know, like, they have their own little genre. And then 17, again, like, they're a super, super versatile group. Into, like, I mean, you just look at their most recent title tracks, like, Jesus Christ. But there's still a certain element that is very unique to them. So on and so forth. That's the reason why they're able to be as dominant as they are. In terms of the slightly lower levels of popularity, and this is where I think the difference comes in between girl groups and boy groups. With boy groups, I personally find, as a reactor who obviously consumes a lot of different comebacks, there is a little bit more restriction in terms of concepts of boy groups. It's like you have the darker, more intense, or the sexier side of things, or you have the bright, cute, fun. And like I said, we're starting to see some growth and development in that front, which makes me very happy. We're starting to see boy groups be able to expand a little bit conceptually, but at least over the last couple of years, that's been a pretty dominant factor. With girl groups, it's different. Girl groups have a lot more leeway in what they are able to do conceptually across all tiers of popularity. And I find that, and this is where I circle back to the point of what I'm trying to say about Signature. I'm so sorry it's taken me this long to get to it. I find that because there is so much breadth and diversity within girl groups conceptually and sonically, there are occasionally certain little niches or little pockets that go a little bit underserved and a little bit undervalued sometimes, because there's so much different stuff to enjoy. You know, there's occasionally these certain little pockets that don't get as much attention and love as they deserve conceptually. And I talked about it briefly with groups like ILE1 or CSR, who are kind of reviving what I have seen others refer to as the church girl music. In my mind, I just think of it as the G-Friend, early Oh My Girl, Lovelies vibe. I think of it as that. So they're kind of sitting in that. What Signature are doing is just sitting in that good, iconic, but something that we really don't see a lot of anymore, just cute, fun, boppy girl group K-pop. Like, it's simple, it's straightforward, what you see is what you get, but it bangs. And I love that. I love that so much because, like I said, it's something that we don't see a ton of now within girl groups, simply because they have, you know, all of these girl groups have this whole wide range of different concepts to choose from. Why would they necessarily go for this over something that maybe is seemingly a little bit new or a little bit different or a little bit harder hitting and gritty, or, you know, something like that? But Signature's just sitting in that pocket. They're sitting in that pocket and they're doing really, really well with it. And it makes me very, very happy. And that is the point that it took me far too long to get to. But I hope... I hope you don't mind, because I have things to say. And I find this whole topic really, really interesting. Anyway, all of that is to say, I absolutely adored that. That was a really, really, really fucking good song. And it made me very happy. And that is the most important thing for a song to do in the end for me. If it makes me happy, if it brings me joy in some way, I'm on board. It is a yes from me. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now because I feel like I've talked enough, but I absolutely adored that song, and I will be very excited to listen to the rest of the album later today over on Patreon if you're interested in joining me over there. But yeah, I'm going to end this one here. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on the song and the music video and all of that sort of stuff. The music video, by the way, was adorable. I loved the, like, school concept on them. I think it was great. It was, like, that, like, you have a crush kind of vibe. And, like, that's just super cute and fun, and I love it. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on everything. I will end this one here, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.